So today we are looking at the ExelentOS. So here is the boot menu. So let's quickly boot it in a live boot. I'm running it on a virtual machine which is VMware with 60 GB of hard disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. So here is the welcome screen of ExelentOS. So you can launch the installer, run partition manager or exit and use it as a live boot. So I don't know anything about this Exelent Linux distro, or I didn't make any video in previous. So I'm going to first go with the live boot first, then let me see whether to install this Linux distro on the virtual disk or not. So first I'm going to close the welcome screen. So let's first change the display settings. So it is bit of lag, or it is taking a bit of delay when choosing the options. So maybe it's because it launched just now, so let's wait and see how it works throughout the video. So I randomly found this Linux distro on the distro watch website. So I don't know anything about this Linux distro, or I didn't have any information about this Linux distro in previous. So it will be a first experience to use this Linux distro, which is Exelent, not excellent. It's just Exelent, which is EXELENT. So it has the KDE Plasma desktop environment. So let's see what version you have. So here is the ExelentOS KDE Plasma version 5.27.1, which is almost the latest version. I think right now it's running like a 5.27.4 or 5, I don't know properly, but you get almost the latest 5.27. And frameworks version is a 5.103.0. Qt version is a 5.15.8, and the kernel version you get almost the latest version, which is 6.2.13. I think the latest version should be like a 6.6 or something like that. Graphics platform Wayland, and this is my CPU. So let's close this thing. So let's open the system monitor. Let's go to system. So as you can see, there is a delay. I have like a 8 GB of RAM, and it is bit of delay here. Let's open system monitor. Let's wait for a few more seconds here, because everything in the distro is taking a bit of time. Even the system monitor is taking a lot of time to open. So still nothing. Here is the system monitor trying to load. So even the booting took like almost like a 2 minutes, and as you can see, the system monitor is also taking a lot of time. It's almost like a 3.8 GB for some reason, I don't know. I don't think I saw anything like this, like consuming this much of resources in my entire Linux distro tutorials. I made like almost 2500 videos. I didn't see almost 4 GB of RAM in the beginning of the when you start the Linux distro. It's in the beginning, and you already saw 3.8 GB. I don't know whether it's a bug or something like that. So here is some of the information. So let's go and check the applications. What are the applications running right now? You don't have anything heavy consuming applications, but I don't know, for some reason it's going crazy in the memory. It's almost like a 3.8 GB. I have like a 8 GB of RAM, and it's almost a 50% of 50% of CPU memory. And let's go to the CPU. CPU isn't on the stable side. It's going almost 30% to 10%, 2% like that. So let's see all the process running right now. So again, it is taking a lot of time. Again, if you want to test this type of Linux distro, you need to have a good RAM and a good CPU, because it's taking a lot of resources. Usually even in the live boot, KDE Plasma will always consume like a 2.2 GB or 2.1 GB, sometimes 1.5 GB, but I didn't see like a 3.8 GB of RAM. So these are all the processes running right now. Let's go to the overview, and it's almost 3.9 GB now, and it's a bit of lag too. So let's go to their official website. Let me show you how to download the ExelentOS from their official website. Let's see whether the Firefox will launch instantly or it takes a lot of time here, because all the applications are taking a lot of time here. System monitor or the display settings, all those things. Thank God the Firefox launched almost like a maybe few seconds. It took like a 15 seconds, I guess. Let's first check the about of the Firefox. What version we get is 110. The latest version should be 127, I guess. So let's type in about support first. Here is the about support, and we have some glitches here. So here is some information. Distribution ID archlinux. So these are some of the information. You can just pause the video and read everything, and keep an eye on the RAM and CPU. As you can see, the RAM went up to 4.4 GB. Again, if you have like a 4 GB of RAM, it will be very laggy. Even if I have like a 8 GB of RAM and I have like a 12th gen CPU, and I'm seeing a bit of lag and a delay in the opening of applications and glitches here and there. So these are all the information you get. You can see there is a lot of glitches going around the desktop. So let's go to their official website. The search term you need to type in is ExelentOS. So I'm using a VPN, so that will be a bit of language select changes here. ExelentOS. Let me try to write in ExelentOS Linux. So there is going a lot of glitches here. It's going crazy almost, like as you can see, there is a lot of glitches. This is the website. You can directly type in the website. It's, I don't know whether the you can see in the recording or not, but in real I'm seeing a lot of glitches here. I wish the recording records all this, my screen recorder records all these glitches and all those things. So this is the website. You don't get a lot of information here. ExelentOS, the best distro for Linux beginners. Linux distro based of Arch Linux. Linux distro for beginners, I don't think. I think beginners will be having a low-end PC sometimes, maybe. But if they have a good NPC, that will be a great idea to use this Linux distro. But if the beginner has like a low-end PC, it will be torture to use this type of Linux distro, because the guy who has like a 2 GB of RAM, it's totally problem to use this type of Linux distro. I don't know what are the system requirements for this Linux distro. As you can see, it's almost like a 5 GB of RAM just for opening the Firefox web browser and a system monitor. And the glitches are going crazy, can't even see properly. So let's go to the download section. Here is the download. If you want, you can view the source. GitHub source. You can click on the GitHub source. Here it is. I hope you are seeing all those glitches. I hope my screen recorder captures all these glitches and all those things. Here is some of the information. Note before download. If you are downloading this, it is recommended to use a virtual machine, as it is in a beta stages. It is in a beta stages, so that's good. But the version you gave here is 5.25 and I am using a 5.27. So whether it's a beta version or the stable version, I don't know, because I didn't have any idea here or the information, because it's It was released on May 21st, 2023, and it says as a latest, but the KD Plasma version here is showed as 5.25, and I'm using a 5.27. I think I'm using a stable version, as you can see here. Let me take you to the downloading section. Sorry, you can view. I have downloaded from my Google account. So if you have like a Google account, Gmail or anything, or if you have in Google Chrome, it will directly open the ISO file size. The ISO file size is around like a 5.2 GB, and this Linux distro is almost 5.2 GB. So remember, if you have a limited internet connection, you need to have at least a 6-7 GB of internet. If you're using like a mobile internet, some people have a limited internet connection, so that's the reason I'm saying it. If you have unlimited internet connection, the file size is around like a 5.2 5.6 GB. So if you have like a Google account, so it will show you directly the download. If you use in a private mode, it will say it as like this. So a lot of people download has been occurred. Too many users have viewed or downloaded this file recently, so you need to have a Google account, so it will directly you can get download there. So that was the information of the ExelentOS from their official website. So let's open the terminal and get some of the information. Let me open the terminal. Let's put it in the left side. And again, there is a bit of delay. Let's first check the version, and usually you have the issue of a mouse pointer in the KDE Plasma. About console. So when you clicking on something, instead of mouse pointer, it will give you like a highlighter or a text thing. So that is pretty much annoying while using the KDE Plasma desktop environment. So that's the issue always. So let's type in inxi. Command not found. Let's try neofetch. I hope neofetch is pre-installed. So here is the neofetch. Let's type in cat:/etc/issue. ExelentOS codename Andromeda. So the code name for the ExelentOS is Andromeda. So let's type in hstop. Here is the hstop for some of the viewers who want to see hstop. Let's close the console. All the applications which comes pre-installed with the ExelentOS. So these are all the applications which comes pre-installed with the ExelentOS. So now let's go to the installation process. I'm not going to install this Linux distro because I don't want to. I need to make another 2 videos, so that's the reason. Let's open the installation, and CPU is almost touching 70% and getting back to 5%. So CPU is going crazy because of we were trying to open some of the applications, so that's the reason. So let's wait for a few more seconds here, because it is taking a lot of time to open even some normal things. So let's wait. I hope the installation installer will open, I guess, or else we can just check other features. Here are some of the desktop features. Instead of waiting and wasting our time for the installer, here is some of the desktop features, which is date and time. Let's try to open this. Here is the status and notification. Here is the internet connection, ISO disk and devices, volume, clipboard, and notification. Here are some of the customization. You can customize. You can add widgets, enter edit mode. You can edit all those things. So here is a folder. I don't think the installer will work, I guess. So let's at least check some of the desktop features, applications, and end the video. So let me see what are the wallpapers you get in the ExelentOS. You get like a 2 to 3 wallpapers from the ExelentOS, and others are from almost KD Plasma. So usually that happens. You get all the KD Plasma wallpapers. So almost like this part is from the KD Plasma, and you get just 4 wallpapers from the ExelentOS. At least that's good. They give like a few wallpapers here. Let me click apply. About the version you get is 3.0. Let's close this thing. So let's open some like a 10 to 12 apps to see whether the Linux distro will crash or not. Yeah, I usually do in every Linux distro or in every Linux distro tutorial videos. So to find out whether the Linux distro will handle the daily to day-to-day task or not. So that's the reason I'll open like a 10 to 12 apps and see whether it will handle or not. So if it's crashed, it's a bit of a problem, and it's your job to judge whether to use that Linux distro or not. So I'm going to open some random applications. Thanks for the a lot of a bit of resource consuming applications. Most of the time we don't have the applications installed. We don't have any bloatware or applications. So but we have here the LibreOffice, Thunderbird. I hope we have like a GIMP, all those things. So we can test these. We have GIMP, so it's a good option to run all the applications here. Let's open. So let's open like a 10 to 12 apps to see whether this will handle or not. So it's almost a 5.1 GB. Under development, we don't have anything here to open. So let's go to the education. Graphics, we already opened GIMP, and let's open Oculus. Under the internet, we already opened Firefox and Thunderbird. Under multimedia, we have a VLC media player. Let's open that too. Let's open Rhythmbox too. Under the office, let's open LibreOffice Calc. Under the office, let's still open the document viewer. Under settings, we don't have anything. We already opened a software manager, or an app store, you can call it. Grub customizer. So everything is opening instantly, so that's a good part here. But let's find out whether it crashes or not. Let's open the file manager. What else we left here is ignore the applications opening or the applications taking time to open or to launch, because we are opening all the applications instantly. So that's the reason you need to ignore that part. But you need to consider what is this like switching the applications. When we are switching the applications, it shouldn't lag or anything like that, or crash, or it shouldn't take a lot of time to switch the applications. If it is taking that much of time, it's a good option to you to judge whether to use that Linux distro or not. So we almost opened like a bunch of applications here. Let's see what else we left here. Under the utilities, let's open the text editor. Under the utilities, we still have anything here. We don't need a calculator. Let's open the screen tool. System, we already opened grub. Gparted, let's open Gparted. Under the system, what else we have here? Nothing. That's it. So the installer didn't open till now. We waited almost like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but the installer didn't open, as you can see. So I hope if you want to try it on your own, you can try it on your own, but don't try to install on your hard disk or a work PC or main PC, because I don't recommend this type of Linux distro, because I don't have any information, and I don't think, it's my point of view or it's my opinion. Always go with the well-known Linux distros. Don't go with random Linux distros. So let's go to the system monitor. Where is the system monitor? Here it is. The memory is almost like a 5.8 GB, and the CPU is almost 70-80%. I don't know, it's going crazy and it's not pretty stable. So you can judge what the CPU is going right now. So these are all the applications. Let's go to the applications. So these are all the applications with the memory consuming. History, CPU is not pretty stable, but on the memory side it's almost a 5.8 GB, and these are all the processes running right now. So again, it's taking a lot of time to switch. So these are all the processes running right now, and here we can see a bit of delay or a lag. Let's switch to the overview. Let's put the system monitor in the right side corner. So let's try to switch the applications now. So switching of applications is pretty much smooth. There is no delay, no lag or anything. As you can see, I'm clicking on all the applications. Everything is opening instantly. There is no lag or anything like that. So as you can see, so it's clearly up to you to judge whether to use this Linux distro or not. So the installer didn't open, but if you want to try it, you can try it on a virtual machine. They also mentioned that to use this on a virtual machine because it's a beta version. I don't know whether this ISO file is in a beta version or a stable version, because they said the beta version was the 5.25 and I'm using a 5.27 of KD Plasma, so I don't know. And I downloaded the latest ISO file. They said about the March version or May version. They were talking about the May version or a March version, and this is a December or January version of a 2024. So it's almost 7 months, so it should be a stable version or a stable ISO. Maybe it's a beta version, I don't know. But the RAM usage was pretty much crazy in the beginning of the video. It took like almost a 3.48 GB or 4 GB almost. So it's clearly up to you to judge whether to use this Linux distro or not. But if you want to still try it, you can try it on your virtual machine. I don't have any problem with it. But don't try to install it on a main PC or a work PC or a hard disk. So that will be a bad idea, I guess. So here is the about. So there was no lag or anything like that while switching the applications, so that's a good part here. But you should be having at least 8 GB of RAM while using this type of Linux distro. If you have a low-end PC, that's a good option to skip this Linux distro. But if you want to still try it, you can try it on a live boot, because some of the people likes to distro hop like me. So it's clearly up to you. So let's check the version and close all the applications. Let's check about Oakler. You get the version of 22.12.2. Let's close this thing. Let's check the GIMP version, and here you can see there is like a bit of a freeze or lag here. GIMP version is 2.10.34. Let's close this thing. Rhythmbox 3.4.6. all the applications are closing instantly. That's pretty good. I don't know the password. Let's try like a live maybe. I hope the website gave the password. Let's try live, and it's not showing any signs. So let's see the version of VLC media player. You get 3.0.18. So let's close this thing. I don't think the password is live. Let's see the root, whether the password is root. So let's check the Thunderbird version. What version you get here? 102.8.0. The Firefox web browser version already saw, and I already shown that, which is 1.110. Let's see the Dolphin version, 22.12.2. Here is the file systems. The mouse pointer with the KD Plasma is so annoying, I can't properly use that. So that is a lot of issue here. Instead of giving a pointer, you get like a text highlighter or something like that. So that's pretty. And you, instead of showing the pointer, it shows as a resizer or something like that, as you can see. I don't know what's wrong with the KD Plasma desktop environment. So these are all the folders or system folders. You already know all those things, so let me close this thing. and you don't get a like a closing. Let's try to close like this. Document viewer. Let's see the LibreOffice version. Let's check the text editor first. 1.26.0. Let's close this thing. I don't know, LibreOffice isn't working. So what else we opened here? Can't use the LibreOffice. So let's try to close the LibreOffice. Let me show you the version of LibreOffice in the App Store. So here are all the version of the applications. Let's go to the installed. So here are all the applications version. LibreOffice version you get is a 7.5.0.1. So instead of opening and seeing all the applications version, you get all those versions here. Let me scroll it down. So if you can't see this, you can just pause the video, or you can just change the playback speed in the YouTube settings. The default numbers will be like a 1.0 in the playback settings. You need to change it to like a 0.25 or 0.50 so you can properly see all those things. You can see all the versions here. Let's go to the update section and see what else we get in the updates. So we pretty much covered everything. So if I forgot anything, do let me know in the comment section, so I'll put that in the next video. So I don't think I will make another video on this Linux distro because it's a heavy resource consuming Linux distro. So if you still want to see the installation process, I am going to try it installer, but because I didn't see any installer opened in the live boot, we need to try to install in the boot menu while we booting. So when you launch in the live boot, it's pretty much impossible to install in the live boot because I opened the installer in the beginning of the video. Till now it didn't opened. So we have like a 2.1 GB of updates. So and we don't have installer open till now. It's almost the ending of the video. It's almost like a end. So we don't have any installer open still. So I'm going to end this video. So at the end of the video, the RAM consumption is like a 4.5 GB of 7.7 GB, and CPU is like this. Applications opened are like this, and the history and the process. So these are all the process. So let's close this thing, and the closing options is missing. You need to close like this again. So let's go to the logout screen and see whether the logout screen is different or not. Let's log out. So I'll be posting 2 videos daily without missing any day. So if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe, or you can just watch videos and just skip the subscribe. It's clearly up to you. I don't have any problem. So you get like a desktop session, Wayland and Plasma X11. So I think that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps make a good content for you. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out. Again, I forgot to mention that it's always a good option. Don't just watch my video and try to install the Linux distro. Whatever the Linux distro video you watch, don't try to just watch someone's single video and try to install the Linux distro. You need to watch like a 5 to 6 videos of different channels, not only mine. You can check out other channels like a 5 to 6 channels of that specific Linux distro, and then go with the installation, because I don't want you to ruin your PC. So that's the reason. Always go with 5 to 6 videos. Check all 5 to 6 different types of videos of that Linux distro, and then go with the installation. So it's your PC. You need to be very careful, or you need to be you need to be responsible for your PC. So that's the warning, or an important thing I'm going to mention. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps make a good content for you. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.